What's going on, everybody? Zman here. I'm back, and welcome back to the channel as well. I'm alive. It's been a hot minute since you guys have seen me. I don't know what it is. I felt like I just kind of got burnt out, needed to take some time for myself. I probably should have announced something, but I did not. So sorry about that. So yeah, it's been a while. And I have been doing some work here on the Soulless World. Also, Commander, welcome in. How you doing? Shout out me first. Yeah, you were in fact here first. Shout out to you. GG's showing up and supporting me. Anyways, welcome back to the Soulless World, guys. It's been a hot minute. I've just been dealing with burnout. Plus, you know, you guys know I do dog sitting and other stuff that has taken time away from being able to make content. So I first and foremost want to say I'm sorry. But moving forward, I feel like I'll be getting back into a groove because there are some moving parts that I've been waiting on for the longest time regarding content. So this is going to be very exciting in the next couple weeks. Hopefully it'll happen in the next couple of weeks. Double fingers crossed for that. But anyways, before we go ahead and really get started with today's stream, if you happen to be enjoying yourself at any point in time during tonight's stream, or if you're watching this in VOD form, hit that like button. Check out the links for all my social medias. Consider joining my community Discord. And if you want to see more Soulless World content just like this, consider subscribing. It's free and always greatly appreciated. So, what have I been up to since last time? Well, this is new, obviously. This coming up to here, this is where we are going to be bringing the Duskhearth Manor to life. Up along through here. Now, I did want to kind of adjust this just a little bit because this doesn't really line up with this. First time watching the channel? Well, welcome to the Soulless World, Commander. This is my forever fantasy themed forever server, which me and my friend are creating a entire fantasy universe within Minecraft. So this is our baby. And we have been working on this now for a little over 18 months, going on 19, or even 20. It might be 20 now that it's July. No. Anyways, it's been a long time since we've been working on this world. But we have a whole bunch of lore. We have WorldAnvil if you are interested in checking out any of that stuff and all that fun whatnot. So let me double check. All right, that's 13. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That should be the center of the pathway here. So we need to line up our schematic with this, which in all reality is only off by like a couple blocks or even just one block. But we still have to move it anyways. So now just go ahead and move that over one block. And now all of this should be properly aligned. So this lines up with that. And this lines up a little bit awkward. Like maybe I can do some finagling around this part here. But I'm not going to stress about it too much. I just really want to get into building because I have been talking about getting the Duskhearth Manor built, ready to go, which unfortunately I'm gonna have to turn off shaders for. Not, I keep hitting the wrong thing. I'm gonna have to turn off the shaders because my schematic doesn't render properly, which sucks. And yes, this world has been going for at least 18 months now. It'll be officially 2 years. Like I said, it very well could be longer if I'm doing the math correctly, because it was last September that it was 1 year working on this, and then October, November, December, June, July. Oh my god, my concept of time is completely off. 22 months. 22 months of working on the Soulless World. That is absolutely wild. Almost on the 2-year mark, and I'm hoping that I'll be able to reach 100 episodes of working on this world by the 2-year mark. But yeah, so if you guys remember, gigantic build that we got going on today. This is what we will be starting off with. And then once we get this all built and done, then we will move on to checking out the new features of the Chaos Cubed. update. And I've already gone ahead and found the biome, but I did not fully explore it just yet. So that's why you can see some various different things in my inventory. So we need to start building. I really want to get working on this because it's been a long time coming since I've been meaning to work on this. I do have some textures seem to not be loading correctly. Let me just quickly relog there. That should... It did not fix the issue. Okay. I don't know what that's all about. I mean, we still get the blocks and everything, but it just seems when importing the... I don't have any resource packs, right? That could be causing issues. I don't think so. I know these are saying incompatible, but that's also because they're for older versions of Minecraft. So I don't think that is the issue. I just don't know why some of these just don't want to load. All right then. Well, I'm not going to worry about it too much. Let's go ahead, grab up some blocks here. Let's get to building. I am so excited to finally get working on this. As I said, I've been away for a few weeks now, really just kind of getting my head straight, taking a break, because while I'm not, you know, a full-time creator or anything like that, I do have a full-time job, and I do also have, you know, schoolwork since I'm in college, and all that fun stuff. It's a lot at one time, and for something that I've always looked at as more of a hobby, I want to kind of keep it that way. Even though, you know, I do make minimal amount of money, but still. I do need... That's all my spruce slabs. These are my mangrove woods. I need spruce logs. Try putting them in a different chest. I don't think that's going to fix the issue that we have at hand. But I'm just going to... Nope. Wrong thing. I'm just going to make do. It really isn't that big of a deal right now. It more so could have just potentially been some like corrupted data, because if you even look in the top left there, my mini map don't work either. I thought I fixed that, but somehow, some way that did not translate. Huh? That's very interesting. These are a bunch of issues that I thought I had figured out before I started streaming, and now all of a sudden it's just like, hey, we're still here. And we're gonna make your night as aggravating as possible because, you know, the game likes to do that to me sometimes. But yeah, in my little bit of time off that I've taken, I really just spent it relaxing, you know, playing the game, some games that I haven't played in a very long time, and also doing some work here on the Soulless World. I filled in some more of the wheat fields that are over here. This way, got some more pathways done. Did a little bit of cliff work over here too, so I gotta work on this a little more off camera. Got a couple more holes that I need to fill in over here too, but I do want to put like a little farmhouse up over here and just kind of get more crop fields and stuff like that going throughout this area here. And then probably shave off this bit of stone and whatnot, because I really don't need that part there. We could potentially just go ahead, fill it in with grass and other fun stuff. But other than that, I've just been mostly taking time for myself, kind of resetting so that I can get some energy and motivation for working on certain things that I have planned content wise here in a little bit. So I apologize once again for my hiatus, but it was needed. It was very much needed. But I hope you guys can understand that there's a lot going on in my life. Actually, I'm not going to fill these in because this is every block that I have here is needed for the schematic. I did the hours of preparation and planning to gather these resources that I really don't want to mess it up. So I need all this stuff. If I happen to want to go back through and place more blocks specifically somewhere, I can do that. It's just not a necessity right now. So, yeah. Also, I don't think that's supposed to be there. Whoops. It's fine, though. Not that big a deal. So, when I was designing the Duskhearth Mansion, or Manor, I should say, I wanted to kind of keep that medieval vibe going along, like that castle vibe almost, and combining it with like a manor of some sorts, like obviously like a large house type deal. And I think what I've come up with is honestly not so bad. I think I was able to nail it down pretty good. So I think what we'll do is just start building up more and more with this bottom layer, and then I'll come back around and fill in the smaller details. I think that will be the plan. I do need to grab some deep slate bricks though, because I need this bottom in here. I need that in there. So yeah. Just gonna slap these down because this build, I really challenged myself to kind of build out of my comfort zone when it comes to certain parts of building that I've never really done before, such as texturing or gradients using like blocks that you normally wouldn't use in like a house or anything like that. Or just like, for example, there's like a bunch of dirt that I use for some gradient purposes, which we will get to at some point tonight whenever we do build it. But I'm going to try to work as quickly as possible. I don't want to spend the entire stream just building. I do want to do some world exploration, checking out the sulfur caves properly. And hopefully we'll even have Roth joining us tonight too. Not a guarantee though. He's been having some interesting times with his child, so we'll see what happens. How do you make it so there's an outline so you know where to build? So I'm using a mod called Lightmatica that whenever I build something, I can then save it. So like I built this in a creative world, designed it, and then I saved it as a schematic that I could then take to another world, upload it, and place it however I desired. So that's why you're able to see what I'm placing currently. But normally you wouldn't be able to do this with regular Minecraft. That's just not possible. Also, Ryan, what's going on? Been a minute. How you doing? Did I not fill this in? I swear I thought I filled this in. Oh well. It is what it is. Now, I do want to preface that when I built this, I did not do any interior work. All the work that I did was just strictly structure, because I will eventually come back through, and like a lot of these houses, if you guys don't remember, these don't have really any interiors. Like the extent of interior that we have is flooring and a fireplace. That's it. There's really nothing else to it. So yeah, I do need to go grab. Oop, nope. Do this instead. That's the packed mud. That's spruce logs. Here we go. Deep slate bricks. Did I have slabs? Deep slate brick slabs, yes. I did in fact have those. Oh gosh, we got a bunch of mob spawning. I didn't realize that it was super late. Let's go ahead and sleep the night away, because I really want to try and avoid having too many creepers spawning around my build while I'm working on this stuff. Where the heck did I put my water? My water. It's right here. Okay. So we needed these, not tile slabs? No, I needed deep slate brick slabs. These bad boys right here. So if I do that, I probably should have grabbed some blocks too. A couple stacks will be fine for now. Are you planning on ever having an end to this world, or no? So I mean, this is considered a forever world. Like it should be like a forever expanding project. So I can't really say yes, there'll be an end to it. But at the same time, it's like maybe at some point down the line, like years from now, because this will be a project I plan on working on for a long time coming, because I want to use this world as inspiration towards making my own, you know, fantasy universe and writing books on it and stuff like that. But the reason why I haven't really done more work towards like writing or anything like that is because I would rather be able to visualize everything first. So building this world is going to be paramount in, you know, getting it done before I start planning on thinking of writing anything. Also, Rescore, welcome in. How you doing? Finally getting to work on the big Kahuna project here. I've been meaning to work on this for the longest time. The last couple weeks, more specifically. But I think I just hit a burnout point. And I was like, I think it's time I take a break. Because content-wise, I've been working on that pretty much non-stop. Aside from like maybe a week or two off here and there. But I definitely needed a break to just get my head straight. And mentally prepare myself for taking on a large task like this, I guess. I don't really know. Could also just be laziness too. I won't lie, there are many days where I feel like I'm definitely being lazy rather than working on my content like I should be. But as I've said multiple times before, this is just a hobby. I don't think I could ever make this my full-time job. Boom. Alright, I think this will be the last layer that we need to fill in before we have to work on the exterior stuff in the next layer. If Mojang was to ever have a sniffer revamp or something, what features would it need to be a requirement for you to get one as a pet? Oh, you know, that is an actually very good question, Ryan. If the sniffer were to get revamped, what feature would be a requirement? Because here's the thing. When it comes to sniffers, I have never used them in this world, at least. I know in Beyond Dusk, when that was still a thing, Soulspawn had a few sniffers to get like torch flowers and stuff, and that may be what we end up using them for at some point, because torch flowers are honestly kind of cool. But other than that, I really don't know what you could use the sniffers for. That is definitely a question I would have to kind of sit and think on a bit. Imagine what's going on, Crab. How you doing? Enjoying working yourself to death? As most people do nowadays anyways. Finally getting around to the next big build on the Soulless World. I'm very excited to be working on this. I've already said it multiple times, but I'll continue to say it again until I go blue in the face. Well, it's fine. The key is to drink to forget. I'll drink to that, but amen. Although, to be fair, my job doesn't really make me have the urge to drink, which I guess is obviously good. But some people might feel differently. Oh, what would be good for sniffers? I feel like you could definitely kind of... Well, I mean, archaeology and like the suspicious sand in general was like the big thing when it came to the sniffers. I feel like maybe making the what's the word I'm trying to think of? Oh, I know what I need to. That's for slabs. I need. Might be this one. Strip spruce logs. I just need a couple stacks of spruce logs. Would a bunch of new unique plants with possible new abilities make you want to sniff for more? I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to new plants. Just because of how much I enjoy doing landscaping and stuff like that. Like having new flower variants would be kind of nice. Yeah, as somebody who very rarely has used the sniffer, I really just don't know what could be done to make it better. Where are the logs? I don't know. There's some sort of visual glitch going on here. I may need to restart my game or something, which, I mean, if I go into an intermission, I'll do it then. But right now, it's really not that big a deal. I can read the names still. But there could have been some potential corruption of data when I had ported the server or the world to 26.2. That could be the possibility. I've only ever had this issue one other time. I can't remember what I did to fix it is the other problem. So And a very dangerous drink. Just tastes just like lemonade. That's just a Long Island iced tea. That's all I'm hearing about that. Hopefully the stream is still running smoothly. Hopefully. Keyword there. Sniffer's meant to be 1, cute, 2, give nice flowers. That really is all that the sniffer is used for, if I'm being honest. I'm going to leave the stream. Have fun. I'll check back later. See ya. Thanks for stopping in, Commander. Hopefully we shall see you again later on. And if not tonight, hope you have a great rest of your evening, day, whatever time it may be for you. Enjoy it. I'm just going to be here building this platform for at least 10 minutes because it's going to take me a lot of resources and patience, which I am already out of. Beautiful. Actually, I'm going to restart my game really quick. I'm going to restart my game. I'm also white bright lights. Also update Modrinth. Don't know if that could be my issue or not, but we shall see. Was expecting you to say all night. All night to what? Working on this all night? Yeah, totally. No, it's just the floor that's going to take me a bit of time to build. 4 p.m. All right. Well, hopefully we shall see you again. Hey, there we go. We can see my items again. Yippee! Who would have thought that just simply restarting the world would fix all of our problems? All right. So let's grab as many of that as we can. I should probably also grab a bed, even though we have a bed sitting in this house right here. What can I say? Crap, I am in fact a dream breaker. I break a lot of people's hearts. I tend to do that a lot. What can I say? How dare you? Yeah. Imagine the sniffer could dig up a sort of Venus flytrap type plant that would attack any player. Except for the one that grows it in any mob. That could be a interesting plant variation. I feel like that would be like a very mod-esque type of plant. But I don't know. Could be wrong. Maybe it could be something that is eventually added into the game. We'll see. We shall see. I was gonna say maybe we could start on this end, but I don't have certain blocks. Hold on a second. No. I need that. Did I not have any more? I feel like I needed... Why the heck did I just have 15 randomly placed polished deep slate here? I don't know. I really shouldn't ask questions because past Z-Man never really helps future Z-Man with anything. So I shouldn't expect anything will last for that matter. Yeah, I think you guys will understand what I mean when I say the castle slash keep vibe and the manor aspect as well. Because the shape of this primarily takes from, you know, like a very large mansion. But it does have some, like, castle qualities to it. Which I think look nice. Or maybe new types of crops based on real-world ancient crops that could give unique buffs. Or new types of trees with new wood colors like green or something. I don't know. I don't know what Mojang plans to do with the sniffer. I feel like they're the way that they're rolling with their updates and stuff like that, I don't necessarily know if that would align with their vision of the game. Entirely sure. I feel like we might have. Oh, no, 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 no. Son of a gun. Where the fuck did you come from? Leave me alone. All right. Well, didn't really anticipate this happening, which I probably should have because, you know, dark spots and everything. Leave me alone. Might have to run and get more torches too because I don't have enough. I mean, have some, but I'll also have to fill this in a bit more before I start placing it anymore. All right, let's fill this back in. And I had a feeling that this was going to happen. Brick. Okay. I should have some deep slate sitting in my... I mean, we have 32 here. That should be enough to fix what I need to fix. Lux, what's going on? It's been a while. How you doing? Hope you've been doing well. And Roth, how's it going, bud? I did get everything working again. Good news, by the way. It took me a minute to remember how I got things to work and, you know, servers stop crashing and stuff like that. So it's been a day. Yeah, I can only imagine what you've been experiencing. Alright, so that's gotta go there. Those two there, and that there. Feel like I used a few of these. Gonna go put this back now before I forget about it. Doing good, just been a little busy. You know what? That is absolutely valid. Life is just terrible. Terribly busy. Yeah, we'll go with that. Terribly busy. Still planning to be on if bedtime goes okay, unlike last night. Good luck, bud. Hopefully you can make it so we can both explore the sulfur caves together. Like I said, I managed to find one. I think the ones that I tried to explore that were a bit closer to where we were weren't generating properly because those chunks had already been loaded for some reason. So I had to fly out a decent ways to find one. To be more specific, because I looked at, I'm gonna say it, I looked at chunk base to figure out where the heck these new biomes generate, because you can't see them on the surface, obviously. But there was supposed to be one over here. There wasn't one. So then I looked at chunk base, went down, and there's one down over here, which this cave opening, you could just barely see the flick of that fleck of yellow in the cave there. So that's where the sulfur cave is. At least one that actually generated. So, yeah. One plant makes a poison cloud while the other launches you into the air like a geyser. I mean, you're definitely coming up with some interesting ideas, Ryan. It's just up to Mojang to execute on that. Are you busyness man now? Kind of. This time of year, it's just specifically like this, like July and August is like, for whatever reason, the one time where I get a lot of dog sitting requests. So I'm normally away from my home computer for extended periods of times. And a lot of the time I have, you know, my worlds saved locally rather than on servers, because I don't get that many credits towards servers from G Portal. So, but I really need to start actually porting stuff onto servers. Like Dungeon Heroes, that's saved locally on my computer and not on a server. That was a dumb move. Which, by the way, I will be working on the next video for that this week, potentially, but I'm also working on another video project that I need to get out in time for a specific mod update. If you know, you know. Playing my solo world in Vintage Story, heard you doing the blocks and was searching for a cooking pot. Ball. It's funny. Hey! What are you doing? Go away. Leave me alone. I never grabbed the bed. Fuck off. Imagine. Yeah. Oh, it's an actual add-on for Bedrock. I don't play Bedrock, so I only know of whatever Java has. Ryan. And yeah, Crab, imagine if mod developers actually did their jobs to get an update out in time. I don't need that. Don't need that. I'm gonna snag this bed from in here. Put it on top. Quasar Beam, welcome back. It's been a long time since I've seen your name in chat. How you've been? I wonder when the last time I was here was. I really couldn't tell you, Lux. It's been a very long time, I'll say that much. Couldn't be me. Yeah, it definitely couldn't be you. Imagine having a real job and bills to pay instead of working on a passion project. Am I right? Who needs money and to survive when you could be working on a specific passion project that would make so many people happy? But remember, couldn't be you. Okay, what the heck? What is this BS now? What, is there something that I installed that could be causing issues? Everything's up to date. There's nothing. I'm so confused. No resource packs. Right? No. Shaders. Nope, we're not using those right now. Yeah, I don't know what the hell's going on here, but this is going to drive me absolutely insane until I restart my game yet again. Hold on a second. Sorry. What? Prefer OpenGL, that's fine. See-through leaves. Really don't think. Well, it's working now. I just changed map levels, and that seemed to fix it for the time being. I mean, hey, if it works, it works. Gosh darn it. Well, it was fun while it lasted. Oh man, the joys of working with modded Minecraft and new updates. And it's only specifically a certain chunk of blocks too. It's not even like if I build over. What the hell? I don't understand this, but it bugs me I'll say that much. It definitely bugs me. Gosh darn it. Why does the game hate me so? This is also why I wait a while to update anything. But Chaos Cubed seemed promising and stable enough that I shouldn't have had to worry about potential visual glitches and stuff like that. But that is not the case. I'm also hoping with these visual stuff with the... It could also be because the game is eventually moving its graphic stuff from OpenGL to Vulkan. Which, I mean, it shouldn't be causing issues now because we are using OpenGL, but... I don't know. Oh no, the game is just having a spaz attack. I can't control it. I just say put carpet over the white chunks and call it a day. Once I reload, like if I do F3 plus T, that should reload it. And my face is probably very red. Like, yeah. It's all good now. But having to constantly do that will be an absolute pain in the ass. Not enough drinks? What do you mean? Not enough drinks to handle this headache? Yeah, I agree. I could drink tonight if I really wanted to. I'm off all week. Took this week off because I was just sitting around at work waiting for shit to do. And I can't work on anything work-related wise because I'm waiting on other people to finish their work before I can do my work. So that's fun. Lucky lad, had my first day of break last Friday, just did nothing. I mean, sometimes it's all you need to do. I'm not gonna lie, I really wanted to start working on update stuff today before I got out of bed. And instead, I ended up watching Big Bang Theory until I realized that there were people in the VC. And I was like, oh, I have friends to talk to. Oh boy. Would you look at that? I'm gonna move them away from where I've placed blocks. Come on. Shoot the creeper. Let's go, music disc. I've not gotten any music discs lately. That'll be another thing that we'll have to check with that Sulfur Cave is the new music disc that comes with this update. Was fun earlier in VC? Yes. Yes, it was. Working on secret project stuff because I don't know if I should be saying anything about it yet. But it was fun. had time to do everything. I had time to do stuff, but I just was meh. Alright, I think that's the... Oh, no, never mind. It's like, I think that's the last of the bricks that I need. Huh, psych. Secret project, do tell. Well, it's no secret that I've mentioned before that I was invited to playtest the next Middle-earth mod update. Which crap, don't... I swear I have not leaked anything than what has been known already. But I won't say what I participated in earlier, because you'll be able to see it sometime, hopefully soon. Hopefully soon. Keyword there, hopefully. Let me see how many torches I have laying around in here. Not copper torches, though. Regular torches. Got one. Oh, okay, we got a few. The copium, yes. I need all of it. But yeah, next Middle-earth mod update is going to be peak. It's going to be a lot of fun. All right, how much more of this floor do we have to go? A lot still, actually. Well, not super lot, but a good amount. This build is definitely going to take me at least a couple hours to build because of how massive it is. I will also attempt to try and do some planning. Like what rooms are going to be what and that fun stuff. I did kind of, I think I set that up in the layout of the schematic when I was planning it. But I can't remember exactly. I think I added bedrooms at least. I just didn't do any interior work with them. And honestly, I couldn't tell you what side they were even on. But even now, you could tell, just from looking at the map, how massive this thing is. I think if I did the measurements correctly... It's about 70... No. So from this interior block here... No, we'll count this one. No, we'll count out here because there's blocks that I need to place out here. So from x-7 to x+7. So that's about 60 blocks long. Math. Math could be a struggle right now, but regardless, it's a large build plus, you know how tall it is. This is in fact a very tall build. I think it's like 35 to 45 blocks tall, maybe even larger. I don't remember, if I'm being honest. I built this weeks ago. And I'm just now getting around to building it. All the stuff that I remembered about it is just out the window. I don't remember practically all of it. Hell, I don't even remember what it all looks like fully. Whoops. Ill math. Just do math. We'll make it better. No. Don't do drugs, kids. Drugs are bad. Unless what? Unless what, crab? All right, wonderful. That is now all built. We're gonna toss this stuff back into the chest. Try to keep it as organized as possible. Potentially. I don't know. All right, so I do need a bunch of grass and dirt. But I think before we actually get to that, we'll do... I think it was... Yes, walls, stairs, walls and stairs. I think it's just, oh, walls and half slabs, not stairs. I feel like I had more half slabs than this. Hopefully I counted things correctly, because if I didn't, then that's going to be not great. Unless you really want to do it. I mean, it's your life. Live however you wish. That block is not supposed to be there, so we're going to ignore that. But I highly recommend that you don't do drugs. That's all I'll say. I think it's going to be cutting it real close. I'm seriously 1 block short. That is super tragic. My buddy might have some tough sitting around here, right? No. No. Aha. So I just need that. And then let's hope that I have enough walls then. So if I don't, that's going to be very bad. I think that this row here was originally what I wanted to do, and then I just never adjusted it for this layer here, so that's why there's just that one section of smooth deep slate or polished deep slate, whatever it's called. One of the two. No, silly, you don't go there. What else is new since I've been gone? Oh, I've been working on cutting back on my energy drinks. That's a good thing, I would say. So instead of having a bunch of those a day, I decided to try out gamer subs. So I ordered some of that. Yeah, instead of energy drinks, I've been trying that, and it's like significantly less caffeine, and I haven't been getting the caffeine headaches that I normally would with energy drinks. Like, it's just enough to where it doesn't annoy the crap out of me, which is nice. So that's an improvement, I guess. Quit energy drinks? Yes. We're trying to get off them because I realized a couple weeks ago, it's still even occasionally occurring whenever I like sit down for an extended period of time, is like I get some discomfort like in my midsection, and it very well could just be because I'm a fat ass and I'm gonna get myself to the gym tomorrow. Use this week to get myself into a rhythm of going to the gym. Once again. But I talked with my one cousin, or my cousin's wife, because she's basically a nurse, and she told me, yeah, that's your gallbladder. You might want to cut back on your energy drink consumption, my guy. And I was like, yeah, that was kind of the plan, because like up until now, like, I really haven't had any complications, issues, or anything like that. But over the last couple weeks, I've been having, like, it's not pain or anything. It's, like, very dull discomfort. And she's like, cut back on energy drinks, maybe drink coffee, and drink more water. Avoid, like, fatty foods and stuff like that, which I have been. At least for the most part, you know. I did have some rather greasy mac and cheese yesterday. But I'm trying to get myself on a path to start being healthier and lose weight. Because I desperately need to. It's very bad. Good step forward. Next step, drinking to forget. I do... Oh! I fucking hate creepers. Literally just came out of freaking nowhere. Please tell me I picked up the chest. No, I did not. Lovely. There's a spruce. Nope, that's not what I need. Alright, friend, I'm stealing stuff from you again. Tired of your piss sounding like change being dropped? I mean, I did have to use the bathroom a lot when I drank a lot of energy drinks. There's some grass. Perfect. Where the frick is the chest? I think the chest might have been broken, actually. Uh-oh. yeah, that is mostly. All right, good news. We've mostly avoided the crisis. Yeah, because once it's gone, fried food is off the menu. I mean, anything can be done in moderation. Unlike me, who has very little self-control. Like, I will just eat the most unhealthy foods. Like, I would... I need to say it out loud, because it's the first step towards an acceptance and knowing that you need to change. I spend way too much money on fast food and eat too much fast food in general. And more than likely, because I don't have any proper food in the house currently, I'm more than likely going to end up going to somewhere after stream to get food, because your boy's a fat fuck. But yeah, like I know it's an issue and I need to break the habit that I'm in, otherwise, because like it's weird whenever I am home, like I just have the bad habit of not doing any grocery shopping, not, making time for it, essentially. But whenever I go out to dog sit, it's like I prep for the week. I'll get my normally I would have gone and gotten my energy drinks. I would have, just a lot of bad habits. I'll say that much. Or a lot of, no. When I'm home, bad habits. When I'm out, positive. Because, like, I actually get somewhat healthy food, and it's not just junk all the time. Like, especially lately, I've been doing better on, getting vegetables and, like chicken. Sometimes rice. I'll buy some rice and cook that up. Although I still haven't perfected that. That's a little bit of a difficult time trying to do all of that. But with the amount of money that I also spent on energy drinks, it was like $20 a case, maybe even $21 a case every week, and it's a case of 12. Whereas the gamer subs that I ended up ordering, because it has been a lot healthier for me, it's like $40 plus shipping. So it's like, after the discount codes that I use for creators that I know have like gamer subs codes and stuff like that, it's like $47 for a supply that would last me at least double, if not even triple, the time that I would be, like, I would go through my energy drinks in a week. The case that the thing that I ordered is supposed to last you like 100 servings. And these things here, this is what I ended up getting, shout out Smitty, but these are like 3 scoops of your container is considered, like 1 scoop is a serving. So 3 of these go into here for like proper, taste, balance, and all that kind of stuff. But the samples that I got were 2 servings, and that's like maybe there, and you fill the rest up with ice and it still tastes really good. So that's kind of my plan. So it's like whatever, it is, Like if I go through a total of 4 servings a day out of a canister that's supposed to serve 100 servings from this, that should last me at least a month. And if I'm only spending 45 bucks a month compared to the 80 plus that I was spent, even 90 plus for energy drinks, then it's not only going to be a cost saving method in the long run, but it's also healthier because it's literally just whatever is in gamer subs, and then water. It's just water. So I do think there are some health benefits to just doing gamer subs, but we'll see. We'll see how long it really lasts. Anyways, let's read back on chat because I was not doing it like that. Once it's gone, fried food is off. Oh, I guess you're saying if my gallbladder is taken out, fried food is off the menu. I no longer have my gallbladder. I avoid fried foods like it's the plague. Even a little grease causes me to feel ill. Yeah. So very well might have to really work on my diet and exercise and not so many energy drinks. What else? To be fair, I feel like in the US, it's quite tricky to eat good food, or at least cost way more than the rest. Yeah, healthy food in the US is absurdly expensive. Like, I got a pack of protein shakes because I've actually went out of my way to do some grocery shopping for this week. And I mostly just got, like, small prepared meals that are super cheap. Protein shakes, some oranges, some oranges and what else? Like some other things. And it was like $100+ for everything that I got. Now, no, I remember what I did because I ended up making a pizza tater tot casserole that I found off TikTok, off some guy. And I made it for the 4th of July picnic that I was going to this weekend. And by the way, everybody said it was very good. So, a little pat on the shoulder from me, you know, my cooking skills and being able to follow instructions. But that alone was probably like 15 bucks for everything together, plus the pan. So that might have been like 18. Yeah, like everything in the US is just stupid expensive. And that's what makes it so difficult for people to eat healthy, is because the unhealthy stuff is so cheap. Because it's so processed and has a whole bunch of different bullshit in it. Statement is entirely made out of stereotypes I accumulated through the years. That's absolutely valid crap, though. To be fair, if you want a trick, I don't know exactly where you are, but the habit of going for a hike every weekend when you can helps massively. That's another thing that I've been really wanting to do too, crap, because not far from where I live, like less than 5 minutes, there's a university campus that has a ton of hiking trails, and it's basically like a nature park where I live, like right there. So like I definitely 100% could just go for a hike and stop being a fat fuck. But I do want to get out more and actually fix myself. Do you wash your rice? Yeah, I obviously wash the rice, but like it always comes out like it's not cooked long enough. It's never like I've only ever tried to cook it a couple times, but I feel like I definitely need a rice cooker if I'm gonna do that. Alright, so that. And same on this side. Best thing my fiance ever gave me was a rice cooker. I need a rice cooker. I do. Unless my grandma happens to have one somewhere, but as far as I know, she doesn't. And any house that I normally like go dog sit at, they never have that kind of stuff either. All right, so now we're finally getting into the actual structure of the building here. Did I not? What? Why did I do this? I don't know. Do it and send pictures. That's my trick. I just go on a hike and take pictures to show pretty landscapes. Yeah. Like I said, I want to go to the gym tomorrow. I do. And I will get myself there one way or another. It's like I know I need it, but like anytime that I just say I need to do it, my body's just like, nah, you can wait. You don't need to do this right away or right now. Like, just enjoy yourself, blah, blah, blah. And now, kick my ass into gear. And go to the gym. All right, I might have went a little overboard on the mud potentially, but it's fine. It's totally fine. Was going to start hiking myself, then it started hitting 105 degrees. Not a problem. I worked in that. The 90% humidity is killer. Yeah, it's been really, it was really humid last week, or this past week, I should say. That's also partially why I didn't go when I should have gone. But now I also have free time. I'm forcing myself to go. And hopefully it can motivate some. It did motivate Snail to go on a small walk, so win. I mean, yeah, thing is, like, with my job, I do get outside. I do get, like, I walk around my university's campus and stuff like that. But it's not super often. So, like, I do end up just sitting at my desk for a majority of my day. Which sucks, but you know, that's just, once again, trying to hold myself accountable for a lot of things that I do now too. It's like, you know, I say, oh, I'm gonna go to the gym, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and then I never do, and it's just like, you fat fuck, no, go to the gym. I see, it's like I don't bully myself enough to go to the gym, if that makes sense. I need to do it more often. Not those. I will probably need a few stacks of that. Did I finish lighting up the bottom of this? Yeah, it's mostly done. I can also now drop off some of this other crap too, like this extra grass and dirt. Trapdoors don't really need. do it or else I'll come find you. Yeah. Crab will in fact find me, hunt me down, and hurt me if I don't do it now. Alright, let's grab my axe. Why was that just sitting out there? That's very strange. Kind of like my questionable choices with how I did some of this. Like, I didn't properly look at certain parts of my build for some reason. Also, forgot mud. Honestly, I'll probably come back to do these parts here. I mostly should focus on just getting these parts built, like the main wall structure. Yeah, I think once I actually go to the gym and also not work myself to the point where I'm sore for like the next few days, then, because I feel like I've done it wrong, because, you know, my brain is still wired as like, you played football, you can lift the heavy weights, you can do this, you can do that, and it's like, in reality, I'm 28 years old now. I haven't played football in over a decade. Oh god, that's actually terrifying. That's a very terrifying thought. But, like, my body thinks, like, I need to push myself, otherwise you're not going to see any progress. Well, I push myself to the point where I just, like, it's almost unbearable for the next few days. And then I just end up quitting. And that's a habit I certainly need to break. Also, don't know why I haven't been putting the fences in. Why is that? That's not right. That's definitely not right. Why is there a plank there instead of the actual log? Man, I really should have double checked this stuff before finishing the schematic a couple weeks ago. It was like mid-June when I finished designing this schematic, but I didn't look at I didn't super deep dive into the potential mishaps that occurred while designing it, because I did end up using Axiom to like move stuff around, make sure it all lined up properly, and now I'm realizing, oh yeah, there's stuff missing. Or there's blocks not in the right place type deal. Alright. Alright, spider. Leave me alone so I can go to sleep. Alright, I need to now grab a bunch of planks. Probably some trapdoors too. Maybe even finish filling in the stuff that I did not finish on the outside here. Fences, fences, fences. Also, the best drink other than some booze, water. Yeah, no, like I go through this water bottle. How big is it? I think like 64 ounces. Yeah. So for non-Americans, 1.9 liters. I go through this in a day. Maybe even more. See, 1.9 liters might seem random to you, but as Americans, like 64 ounces is just an even rounded out number. So for some reason, it makes sense to us. How did I just completely skip this side? Wow, I suck at this. I suck at building. Just need to throw in the towel, call it quits. But imagine just two. Well, hold on a second. We're gonna take a look at this really quick. How many ounces? Yeah, so 2 liters is 67.62 weight fluid ounces. It just doesn't roll off the tongue as well as 64 ounces does. Sorry. Well, you have to remember, crap. Not all Americans are suited for doing the, or are suited for calculating for other measurements outside of, you know, what the US uses. Now, if, like, in rare instances, like my one buddy Roth, he has a whole bunch of friends, like, all throughout the world, because the worldwide internet. Like, he's used to being able to convert stuff rather easily because of that. I don't have many friends outside of the US, so I'm not fluent in that kind of stuff. Alright, I think I need... Yeah, I just need a shit ton of planks and a little bit of this. Let's grab that, sure. You have a burger, dude? That's a plus. Yeah, that's fair. For height, it does make sense though. In temperature, 200 is boiling, 0 is freezing. See, I'm not knowledged up on all this fun stuff, so for anybody else that is, go for it. Go for the talking points. Ugh. Why did I also not put slabs in? I swear I thought I put slabs in here. Because this is like the quote-unquote throne location. Like, this is where the throne is going to be, like, right here. So I don't know why I didn't work on that. Or why I didn't do that. I don't know. Also, Celsius is easier to write, but as a Canadian, I can't really talk. We use all metrics for everything based on context. Yeah, you guys are weird. How is there so much of this outside that I still have yet to do? Like, I thought I finished it. My ADHD brain is just bouncing all over. What can I say? Am I seriously one fence short? What the fuck? Okay, well... Did I have extra fences in here? No. Do I have any fences in here? Aha! Percentage is... Wait, the base 100 scale makes sense for human perspective due to percentages being something humans just sort of know. Percentages depend on the minimum and maximum. What does 0 represent? What does 100 represent? Each of us have different feels in terms of temperature, so something not attached to a feeling is better. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Definitely. I don't know what you guys are talking about. You continue on. I'm just a city little dwarf boy. Oh, I needed to grab, trapdoors. That is right. Trapdoors. And a door. Oh, nope. Of course, it's better than I'm. It's two stone bloody. Well, yeah, the Brits are a little weird. We can all agree on that. Or 3 apples, like what? What do you mean by that, Crab? Brits and their Harry Potter maths. Yeah, exactly. That be true. About 6 apples tall? Wow. Okay. Didn't realize I'd be insulted by the amount of fruits. Damn. Alright then. Guess I'll just go cry myself to sleep. Soul ain't here, so I have to hype bully you. I will never get away from that. Holy crap, it's already 8 o'clock. Holy crap, I've already been working on this for an hour and a half. I very much underestimated how much time I was going to be spending on this. No luck yet, but getting thumbnail just in case. No. Telling him. I've been telling him the last couple days. Just pop some melatonin. He'll be fine. Child will be fine. They got melatonin for kids. You know, I said this the other day at my family's 4th of July party. But it's like, I told him, I don't think I could have the patience to have kids. And everybody's just like, oh no, once you have your own, like, it's totally different. And blah, blah, blah. I'm just like, yeah, sure. Whatever you say. I barely have the patience to deal with myself sometimes. What are you talking about? My stomach just... It's like a dull pain. Hopefully nothing's happening with my gallbladder. I've been drinking lots of water and avoiding fatty foods. Like, what more do you want from your body? Maybe the damage has been done. Maybe if I get my gallbladder out, I can get an extra week off of work. Definitely not confessing to this on camera. The strat. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, like, I truly have no idea what the heck I was doing. It's like, I did not account for the fact that, all the random stuff that was going to be there. Is it under your right pec, like half inch above your lowest? Yeah, exactly. And that's exactly what it is, Rez. It's not like a sharp pain, it's just like dull. I don't know, maybe I could be having some issues. I don't know. All right, let's see here. What was I thinking? Your GI tract can get essentially Charlie horse cramps. Huh. Didn't know that. You likely have a gallstone. Luckily, they no longer have to remove the organ and can break stones with ultrasound. Huh. Well, I guess it's also... I mean... Maybe they don't have to take it out, but... procedure my hospital adopted the day after my gallbladder was removed. That's actually hilarious. I'm sorry, Rez, but that is actually very funny. It's like you couldn't have waited one day to just do that instead. I'm gonna probably grab some more mud, maybe even some stairs. Ouch, that kind of hurt. Rock and stone, yes, that's exactly right, Crab. Rock and stone. Rock and stone. Ooh, I almost forgot. I should probably also grab... those. I'm just gonna try to... Maybe I need to stand up and stretch a bit. So I think that's what I'm going to do. So we're going to do a short intermission. So what you should do is hit that like button if you haven't done so yet. Words. But shut your eyes, grab a snack, do what you need to do. We will be back in just a few. All right, everybody. I have returned. I'm actually standing up because I feel like I should probably be standing for a bit. And, you know, since I have a standing desk, probably should use the standing desk. Am I right? Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Now I'm just imagining a bunch of dwarves coming in the hospital room, shouting rock and stone and waving their pickaxes. Yes. That's how I want my gallstones to be taken care of. Exactly that. Alright. I mean, there's... creepers. Gosh darn it. Really? No. They're... I'm gonna risk it. I knew it. I knew they were gonna come after me. Just like, son of a gun. Don't fight me. Because you ain't gonna win, bah. Alright, so... Oh gosh, hi. We have lots of company now. How many of you are there? Damn. Leave me the heck alone. Oh yeah, I should probably go put that music disc down in one of these chests here, huh? Yeah, probably should do that. Yeah, we'll put that there. And... Oh, wrong block. Creeper. Oh man. I shall go, though, focusing on features. Yeah, is that right? Should be focusing on finishing the update. But have a good night, crab. Have fun working on whatever you're working on. Alright, let's get to work. Did I not grab stairs? I swear I thought I grabbed stairs. What the heck? Guess not. Well. Alright, I think that's all of the mud I needed currently, unless I might be mistaken. Yep, I'm mistaken. It's a good thing I double checked, though. I very well could have just simply forgot to do this. My sword! Give me my sword back! What the heck? I'm gonna drop that. I'm gonna grab another stack of fireworks. I'm gonna grab some stairs. I do have the iron bars already. Perfect. Now I'm trying to understand what the heck I did. Because, like, this doesn't seem right for some reason. I may end up fixing this at a later date. Very well could be I'm just a dum-dum and improperly set things up. That's the wrong orientation. You're not supposed to go there like that. They seriously not put the... I take it Crab is one of the Middle-earth mod devs. Yeah, he's one of the lead devs for the mod. Him and Jukos. Although Jukos is the official like owner of the mod, but they're close friends, so co-owners, kind of. I don't know. Yeah, they've been working on, well, it's mostly been Jukos as of late that's been heavily working on the mod, because Crab is like a independent developer for his job, so... Jukos is the one that has a little more free time on his hands to be able to work on that stuff. Like I mentioned earlier, I'm building a Vintage Story mod. Currently, it's an auto sifter mod. Interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, I honestly don't know when I'm going to get back into Vintage Story. I know I'll get back into it at some point. I just... There's a lot of Minecraft-related stuff that I'm hyper-fixated on, slash have... obligations to almost, so that's why I haven't really been doing too much. right. Almost done with this section. It's just mostly... I feel like what's taking me the most time with this build... So I'm even debating if we'll finish it tonight. Depending how long I can go, because... Like I said, it's not... It was like maybe slight pain earlier. That's gone away, but I still feel discomfort. So, like, I probably shouldn't push myself too much. We'll see. Oh, man. Not pain, just stretching. My back is kind of tight, too. Oh. Alright, I might sit back down. Reset, please, and thank you. Don't.
Hi. Hi, how's it going, everybody?
Push that back down. Who knows? Maybe I should get on top of whatever I'm dealing with before it gets too serious. Maybe reach out to my doctor tomorrow. Or at least get something scheduled for testing. Because usually whenever I have like health scares or something like that, usually the issues go away after like a few days to a couple weeks. We're going on like week 3 now of having this consistent thing happening. Where the fuck did y'all come from? I only want to deal with one of you at a time. One at a time, please. And thank you. There we go. We figured it out eventually. And see, like, when it comes to this build, I feel like, yes, I'm stepping out of my comfort zone with the way that I'm doing some of the building. Because, like, normally, I don't do, like, these 2 to 3 block wall, like 3-block thick walls and stuff like that. I thought maybe if I had at least tried it, see how long it would take me to build this stuff. I'm realizing this is taking me a lot longer than I had originally anticipated. Like I'm used to getting builds done within like a couple hours, or at least stuff that I have planned. But this is just taking a lot longer than I thought. I'm back. Welcome back, Rosecore. Didn't miss a whole lot. Your stream title is a lie? What do you mean? Is it because there hasn't been enough chaos for you? Is that the reason why? Listen, we'll get to the chaos soon enough. Promise. It's not your biggest build yet. Well, technically it's the biggest build yet for Duskhearth. Yes, the mountain is my biggest build I've ever done. But like, this big build is the first for Duskhearth. So is it a little bit clickbaity? Maybe. But nope, that's not supposed to go there. Is this thumbnail a little bit clickbaity? Potentially. I think I needed the rest of these for my roof, so we'll leave those there. Planks, that's what I needed. Because I have lots of those. Yeah, it's not supposed to go there. Jump. These pillars are probably going to be a bit of a pain to build potentially, just because of might end up just having to use some dirt to pillar up and fill these in. Just keep on filling this in. Pretty sure. I swear I thought I was hearing fireworks. Could just be going crazy, though. Very well could be just going crazy. Going schizo, as some might even say. They're still launching in there? Oh, I'm sure. Usually, I feel, especially when I like lived at home with my parents, like it was very common for fireworks to be going off in the city for like till probably like the Wednesday after the 4th of July, depending on when it was, I guess. It's like at least a few days after, because people spend so much money on fireworks that they're like, oh, we didn't get to use these up, so let's light them off the next day or something like that. I don't know. I'm surprised I wouldn't really say forgot, but I did forget to put in the trapdoors and bookshelves, or not bookshelves, just the shelves along this side here. It's like I did it everywhere else, so it just seems rather strange that I forgot. Let me check something really quick. Yeah, I think it's safe to say that we will not be seeing Roth tonight. Which is sad. I really wanted to explore Chaos. Or the Sulfur Caves with him. But honestly, he might even pause here. Like, once I finish this row. I don't know. I feel like something just feels off. I don't really know how to explain it either. No, you're not supposed to be there. I need more trapdoors. How many more? Not entirely sure. But enough. Did I seriously not do it on this side either? Yeah, I guess I didn't. So in that case, I might just go ahead and remove these. I definitely thought I had included these on this side, unless I only did it on the front and back and the interior of here. Maybe. Wait. No, I definitely meant to do it. Why didn't I, though? I don't know. I might have to pull up my laptop and double check the schematic, but I think we might call it an early night here. I know, it's kind of disappointing, but I don't know. May have to call the doctor in the morning. We'll see what happens, but I'm just gonna take it easy tonight. I think it's probably in the best interest for me. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and end tonight's stream. Once again, sorry it's a short one, but I got to look out for myself. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. If you didn't, you haven't done so yet, please make sure to hit that like button down below. Check all the links in the description for all my social medias. And if you want to see more Soulless World content just like this, consider subscribing. It's absolutely free. Also never required, but it's always greatly appreciated. And let's see if there is anybody that we can potentially redirect to. Ooh, nothing's actually playing live. No, he said it's scheduled. Yeah, no, unfortunately, nobody tonight. But I plan on doing at least one other live stream this week. We'll see. But I'll keep you all posted and all that fun stuff. But with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.